Welcome back, everyone. Well, we're going to talk with Dr. Todd Van Yee right now from the Center for Aesthetics and Plastic Surgery in Neenah. And Doctor, welcome.
Thank you very much, Amy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you. Doctor and I were talking during the break. Today's show, the theme of today's show is trying something new. And I'm like everybody else, middle-aged, and proud of it, hanging in there, but you kind of get to a certain point where it's like, wow, you hear about all these celebrities having these things done, and they look fabulous, and you just start to think, well, maybe I should have something little done here or there. What's out there? And that's where you guys come in.
There are a lot of things out there, Amy, and you mentioned celebrities, and I think that sometimes we think that plastic surgery, whether it's the surgical procedures we do or the non-surgical procedures that we do, are all for the rich and famous, the celebrities, the glamour, and that's just really not true. You've talked this morning about trying something different. I just encourage people to come in because there's a full spectrum at the Center for Aesthetics and Plastic Surgery from makeup and very simple skincare products that are really used at home through a little bit more aggressive things like the photofacials or laser resurfacing, all the way up through surgical procedures to help enhance features or correct things. A lot of people come in to see us not because they want to be Hollywood.
Right.
They come in because there's something that they're very self-conscious about.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of different than how many people portray what we do. It's really people coming in to see us because they feel embarrassed.
Sure.
They're self-conscious, and what we can do is to help correct those features. And sometimes it's skincare, whether it's acne or blemishes on the skin. Sometimes it's more major corrective things like the shape of a nose or the changes that take place with aging. That's what people are hoping to achieve, and therefore they really start feeling much better about themselves.
Very private, because I think it is kind of scary to go into, maybe don't want everyone to know that you're there.
Well, it is, and over a decade ago, my partner and I built the Center for Aesthetics and Plastic Surgery, partly with that in mind, because people did not want to walk through the front doors of the hospital talking about some of these issues. So we have a very confidential center. We pride ourselves on confidentiality. There are private entrances and exits for patients that have had either the non-surgical or the surgical procedure, so they don't have to walk back out through the waiting room after something's been done. It does take a while to recover from some of these procedures.
Sure. Nice to know, though, you don't have to go to Milwaukee or Minneapolis or Chicago. This is right in our backyard, right in Neenah.
Right here, and actually we are the only certified surgical center that specializes only in plastic surgery in the Northeast Wisconsin area.
Well, let's talk about some of the little stuff. So you do all the big stuff, that you would commonly think.
Yes.
But some of the little things that, sometimes you might go for a facial just at a spa and, it felt great, it was relaxing, but it really didn't make any big changes to your skin.
Tomorrow it was gone.
Yeah, absolutely. And you spent, they're not cheap. What are some of the little things that you can do to really, change people's skin?
Well, I think this is a great way to start, and this is actually how a lot of people come in. They come in not to see me necessarily, but to see one of our estheticians, and start with, again, good skincare is critical. I can do a great surgical procedure, but if the skin quality isn't good, it's going to detract from the result. So there are, again, skincare products. There are things like photofacials, which is really laser technology, but it's used to help remove blemishes. That's done as an outpatient, sometimes under no anesthesia or maybe a little bit of topical anesthesia. Obviously, there are things like Botox, which we've all heard about.
Sure.
There are products that help to fill in loss of volume that takes place with age. Used to be collagen, primarily now it's Restylane or Juvederm to help fill in lines, wrinkles that we all develop with age. We have a great new product or new machine called Smooth Shapes, which is kind of, again, laser technology and a massaging technique that helps to eliminate or at least improve cellulite. It actually helps to remove some of the fatty tissue right underneath the skin to help to reduce areas that can be problematic. It's not quite a surgical result, but it's some of these non-surgical things.
Well, you've got my interest. Anyway, good to see you. Thanks so much for being part of the show.
Thank you very much for having us.
Appreciate it very much.